Hello Aquarius, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love reading for the first half of August from the 1st all the way through the 15th. General advice as always, so please keep that in mind throughout your reading and take from it as always what makes sense for you personally. I'll be using these two decks here this time, the Golden Dahlia deck by Maria of La Belle Anima 13, and we'll grab some cards from On the Horizon Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. I will clarify them with my own tarot decks, and everything that you see here today will be available down below in the description box. I will link everything down there. Alright guys, so let's get into the messages here, Aquarius, and see what it is that you need to focus on, what's coming your way, what it is that you need to know. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. What is the opening message? We are starting off with somebody who is frustrated. Okay, let's see what's up with that energy. Why are they frustrated? It could be you too that's frustrated with someone. Setting free. So what I kind of get from that, and then this is the next card right here. Look at this. So setting free, memories, and then we have solitude. So there could be someone who's really frustrated with the fact that you guys are not together. They could be feeling very alone right now and just focusing on the memories that you guys might have shared. It could have been you that detached. You might have let them go. You might have set them free, and they don't like that. You know, for some of you guys, you might even be saying, well, too bad. You know, they did certain things to ruin the partnership, and that's ultimately why they're feeling alone and not with you at this point in time. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot and see what else is going on here. I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection tarot deck. So yeah, they're left with the memories of the two of you together. You probably let this person go. You might have ended things with them. And maybe part of that frustration is that they want to fix this, but they don't know how. Maybe there were commitment issues, or during this time apart, they finally have learned the lessons attached to that whole situation. And maybe they're telling you here, it's like, look, I'm finally ready to commit. But maybe you've either blocked them or you're not interested in them anymore. And they're still feeling very alone without you. They've really struggled with this. We've got fives popping up here. So fives tap into adversity in tarot. This hasn't been easy, so this might be clarification here for some of you guys that you did let them go, that they're feeling left out in the cold, and life just hasn't been easy for this individual, you know, but we do have the Three of Wands, which is about looking forward, looking ahead, rather than what happened in the past. Maybe this is where you are at, Aquarius. You just want a new beginning. You see the potential of what's ahead of you, rather than this person that you might have interacted with in the past. Maybe you're just protecting your heart right now from this individual. You know, you could have your guard up, and it could be you, Divine Feminine, that's feeling this way against a particular Divine Masculine. But they are struggling knowing that you guys are apart. Maybe there's a part of them that would love to have a new beginning with you, Divine Feminine. Maybe you're content being on your own as well, and maybe you really need a time apart from your masculine. High Priestess representing the Divine Feminine's intuition, and you got to trust that. It clearly is showing us here with the Four of Swords. This is one of those situations that really needs healing, I feel. You guys are not together. There is this need to focus more so on this energy of solitude, spending time on your own. Maybe this is something that you both needed in the meantime. This is recuperation time right here, some sort of healing that needed to happen. But I feel that applies to both people. Look at this, here we are. Two cards, the Hermit. Some of you guys could be Virgo or dealing with a Virgo. Two cards that say solitude. Maybe this is something that you both need in the meantime. Spending time apart, not being with each other, just thinking things through. But there is the possibility for a new beginning. It really depends, Aquarius, on how you decide to use that. You know, again, it could go one of two ways. Either you guys have the opportunity to reconnect with this person, because they're telling you here that they're ready to commit to this partnership. But some of you guys might just want to go in a different direction and want a new beginning in love altogether. And I'm also feeling for some of my singles, those who are in between partnerships, that you value this time on your own so that you can really think about the direction that you will go next. And maybe you don't want to be in a relationship right now. You just need some downtime. You need to rest. You need to take a break from all of the drama of being in the dating scene, or even taking a break from being in a relationship. And that's absolutely okay, to replenish your energy, to get into the right mind frame until you are ready to have a new beginning in love, whether it's with this person that you are estranged from, or if it is with somebody completely brand new. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else you need to know for the first half of August here. So pulling from On the Horizon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. What else do we need to know? Okay. Yeah, we have goodbyes right here. Okay, maybe your finances are looking up. We do have stability right here. Could also be this person really working on their career, their finances, since you guys went into separation. So I'm not surprised to see that goodbye. We have the struggle of being left out in the cold right there, you know, and somebody who's feeling very alone, and as we can clearly see, very frustrated over the distance and time apart. What else for Aquarius? Decide on what direction to take. And maybe that falls on your shoulders, Aquarius, since we clearly see that somebody left your life. Either that was your decision, or they decided to go their separate way, you know, however way that unfolded in your life. The moment you decide what it is that you want and the direction that you want to go, things can finally start moving. Bottom of the deck, we have be wise, like this wise owl. So you have to make wise choices so that you don't experience heartbreak and struggles and complications when it comes to your partnerships. And that can apply to so much more than just your love life. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else is going on here. I'll be pulling from my Celestial Cosmos Tarot deck. So yeah, decide on what direction to take and be wise about the choices that you make. Whether that's pertaining to love, your career, your finances. This could also be, for some of you, maybe a dead-end job or opportunity that just was not lucrative for you, and maybe to be able to restore stability in your life, you need to go in a different direction in that too. What else for Aquarius? We have the Hierophant. Okay, so some of you guys could be dealing with a Taurus here. So this is about tradition. This is about commitment, and we've already seen that in this reading. Some sort of spiritual lesson that either one of you might have learned, or maybe you're both on the same journey here. You know, because ultimately it takes two people to be fully committed to a relationship, and if that was lacking, more than likely that's why things ended, and why you might have severed ties with this person, and why you might have said goodbye to them. You could have been dealing with the Knight of Wands here. Very charming, very free-spirited. You know, so the Knight of Wands, lots of fun adventures. You guys could have connected and had a great relationship at one point in time. But with the Knight of Wands next to the Hierophant, I kind of feel their commitment towards the partnership that was either wishy-washy or non-existent, because sometimes the Knight of Wands tends to be non-committal. They want to be able to explore their options there. So that could have been what was standing in the way of you guys really working this out. You do, however, have the Magician here. Okay, it does represent Gemini and Virgo. We've already seen Virgo with the Hermit card. So this does represent very good energy, manifestation, positive outcome, as we can see right here. It doesn't necessarily mean a rekindled partnership or a reunion with somebody that you said goodbye to if you really are not interested in that. Because I feel you are in control of your destiny, Aquarius. Again, decide what it is that you want, the direction that you want to take, and be smart about your choices, you know? And the Magician is here to help you to be able to navigate your way through love, romance, everything that you're focused on at this time in your life. Let's see what else. But I do feel that there could possibly be someone that you said goodbye to that wants to rekindle the relationship. Could be a masculine, okay? So maybe at one point in time, they just wanted a casual relationship. It could have also just been a physical connection for this person, but maybe they've had a change of heart since the distance and time apart. And that as well falls on their shoulders to decide on what it is that they want to do. Because if they want to make it known that they're ready to commit to this partnership, that they would love to be able to bring the romance back, they still see potential here, they also need to make wiser choices for you guys to ultimately work this out. But they could also be in this Four of Cups energy where they've been really depressed, they're tapped into the regrets that they have, especially knowing that you might have disconnected, you might have said goodbye, because this can represent a missed opportunity. Because they didn't make wise choices. You know, we've got the Six of Pentacles. In order for this to work out and come back together, then there really has to be equality in the relationship. But I feel you could have been dealing with somebody who dropped the ball in that area. Four of Wands represents the strong foundation that can be had. So either, Aquarius, this is a reconnection with somebody that you had a falling out with because they weren't as invested in the partnership. They could have been wishy-washy with their commitment towards the relationship. They have to be all in. They have to be fully invested, which is a part of the energy of the Six of Pentacles. Because it could have been very lopsided, especially if you were just throwing all of your energy into making sure that this relationship worked out. There has to be equality there. They have to put in just as much energy and work towards a relationship as much as you're willing to do. This could also be a twin flame connection. This right here, it's a very celebratory energy towards reunion. Could even be a family reunion for those of you who share a family together. But I feel this right here is a strong foundation in the relationship. The stability, it's right there. So this is workable, this is fixable, I feel. But when it comes to the person that you're thinking about, it might ultimately come down to them taking action to prove to you that they really want this to work. Okay, so let's see what else needs to come in for you, Aquarius. So pulling now from the Charm cards. This is by Mystic Moon, so let's grab some cards from here. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Aquarius. Alright, so we are starting off with Zebra, unique. And it certainly could have been a very unique connection between the two of you. It could have been a one-of-a-kind love. But you might have also been dealing with somebody who wasn't ready to commit to that. It does seem here that they will reach out. There could be a phone call or a text that is coming your way. Look at this. And then we have corn, cream of the crop. That's how they see you. That one-of-a-kind love. Like you're the best out of everybody that they might have ever connected with. But they probably lost you in order to realize that. And now they're thinking, you know, have I missed the opportunity to be with my person? All right, so let me pull from my Tabby Tarot Teacher deck here. So only you will be able to determine that, Aquarius, whether it's too late. We do have the Eight of Swords, and I feel this one was wanting to come up in the reverse, so that's how I'm guided to pull this one. So this is someone who is healing. This is someone who's empowered to do right this time. They're able to see things from a very different perspective here. So I ultimately feel this could be a situation that might ultimately be improving. I feel they still need to face their fears of the what ifs, you know, that it could ultimately fall apart. You could ultimately reject them even if they reached out. I feel that's a part of their fear, that they're afraid of that. But at the same time, you know, we've got this energy towards healing when it comes to this situation. Look at this, Ace of Swords. So they finally have had that epiphany. You know, this is the clarity that they needed to be honest with themselves, to make better decisions, because they want another chance to be with you, I feel, Aquarius. You know, so I'm ultimately feeling this could only happen once they lost you, once they spent time on their own to realize what they missed out on. And now they're really wanting another opportunity. So they could have also worked very hard to cut certain situations and energies, or even people, out of their life that's no longer serving a purpose or standing in the way of the two of you coming together. Okay, so they clearly have this desire to manifest something solid with you. I feel they still think about you. They dream about you. They want a new beginning with you. And the Page of Pentacles is somebody who is ready to lay down this solid foundation for you guys to be together. Look at this. We've got the Fool's energy and then the Magician coming back. So there's this opportunity for manifestation of a new beginning, truly, in this connection. I don't think it's over, honestly. They want to communicate, Aquarius, and, you know, of course it's up to you what you decide to do with that, but I feel this is going in a very different direction, a better direction, and your person here might decide to take action, to just let the chips fall where they may. You know, they're gonna take a chance on this because they still want to ultimately be with you. They still see you as their ideal person. Okay? So a new beginning is at hand if you will allow it. Let's go ahead and grab some messages now from the Stay Inspired Oracle cards. This is by Sister Moon Tarot. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Aquarius. All right, what else do we need to know here? We have the Divine Masculine showing up, masculine energy. You could be dealing with a masculine, as we can see, logical, straightforward, honest, hands-on, action-oriented. Okay? So sometimes part of tapping into one's logical side is they're not tapping into their emotional heart space side. And so we might have had a masculine here who struggled a little bit with that. But they're now ready to open up themselves to the possibility of taking some sort of action to let you know they want to come back. Okay, look at this. Freedom. You are as free as you choose to be. Freedom is a mindset. So Aquarius, even though you, especially my Divine Feminines, even though you have a Divine Masculine here who wants to come back, if you want to stay free of this connection, you have the prerogative to remain separate from them. You don't have to accept anybody back that you don't want to accept back into your life. You know, if you want to just be free to explore your other options, you can do that as well. Let's grab one more here. You could have also, of course, been dealing with a masculine who enjoyed their freedom a little bit too much. And we've seen that. Unable to commit. Look at this. Release. Release what no longer serves you. Release what is holding you back from your destiny. So it's either the masculine who needs to do this. If they want to be with the feminine, they got to let things go that no longer are meant to be a part of their life, or whatever might have prevented this masculine from coming back into the feminine's life. And Divine Feminine, you know, you also have to be mindful of being able to clean house, so to speak, let go of what is no longer serving you. And everybody that's tuned in here, you know exactly what that is, that you need to do to be able to release and let go and cleanse that energy. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my Tarot Teacher, the revised edition. But I really do feel we have a masculine here working on freeing themselves, releasing people, situations, negative energy that they might have been holding on to. Okay, I love this. We've got the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Three of Wands. We've got the Chariot. We've got the Lovers. We've got the Sun. I love this. Let me make room and you'll see why this is so significant. We've got the Knight of Cups. And then we've got the King of Cups. So we have this divine masculine who really is wanting to bring the romance back. They're opening up their heart space fully to the possibility of being with you again. Divine feminine, they're telling you here, they're all in. They're willing to give as much as they take and receive from you. They really want to be able to get to a point in their life where they're happy with the choices that they make. They're wanting to focus on the future rather than what happened in the past. They want to get things moving towards the right direction. So as we can see here from the masculine energy card, action oriented, the Chariot represents that action that's going to allow them to come towards you to bring in this happiness of the Sun. They still feel incredibly connected to you. The attraction, the sexual chemistry, they really see you as the full package, divine feminine, and they can't picture themselves being with anybody else. So there's been a shift in that energy, especially if they were wishy-washy before and they couldn't commit to you. They're all in now, and all they need is a second chance here. They want to be able to make different and better choices. They know that now. And the Knight of Cups, King of Cups, this for me might represent a masculine who has evolved and they've grown into this king. They might have started off as this knight, okay? Now this Knight of Cups, however, is somebody who follows their heart. This is somebody who has the capability to bring in a relationship that can withstand the test of time, a relationship that really can take root and to grow into something amazing and beautiful. They could be very charming, very attractive. You know, they want to bring the romance back, divine feminine, and you've got this king ready to be your ideal mate, to love you the way you deserve to be loved. This is someone who is emotionally balanced. They know what they want. They're not wishy-washy. This masculine, they've evolved. They've changed, perhaps. They've worked to be this King of Cups. So if you can allow them back in, divine feminine, you might just be very surprised with the version of your masculine that actually returns. All right, guys, so I will leave that there. Hopefully there's something here that you were able to gravitate towards. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box, as well as the action buttons at the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.